The hotel lobby is clean and cool. Every shadow pushed to faint gray by dim lamps, each surface free of dust, and there's a fresh room waiting for tonight's guest. We wait patiently for the hotel to present them to us. My lobby boy is pressed and polished too, but nothing will push his shadows to faint gray. He waits on the other side of the front desk, eyes as alert as they can get for him. He's glancing around nervously, eyes lapping up every wall and corner, except the front one. Right now, the lobby entrance is double-frosted glass doors. Outside could be anything, anywhere. He's barely moving his head, just shooting, shifting nods, trying to see everywhere at once. He's trying to keep me from seeing, as if there's anything he could keep me from seeing. The boy is sweating. I feel my stomach turn just a little at the discovery. It won't do to have a nervous, sweaty mess handle our very first guest of the night. Not unless I want the guest to be greeted that way. Not unless I want them to feel disgusted and uneasy as soon as they step foot into the hotel. I step out from behind the front desk, and I make sure he can hear my shoes click like something dripping onto the polished floor. He stiffens. Not too much. Too much and I would notice. He stops looking at anything and stares into empty space. I step into the emptiness and stare right back at him. I stare at him while he waits for me to give him an order, a rebuke, any indication of what I want him to do. He sweats even more. I take a step closer, and he begins to visibly tremble. Some part of me feels a revulsion, almost a fear towards this lobby boy. I take another step closer, pushing into his eyes to probe for what is causing his fear. Whatever he sees in my eyes scares him worse, and tears start rolling down his cheeks. But still, he refuses to move or speak until he's sure to do what the hotel needs him to do. I give him my handkerchief, and he looks so relieved I have to take another step closer to snap him back. Almost nose to nose now, he slowly begins to pat himself. But the fear never leaves his eyes. The fear of something beyond me. That's when the double doors blow open and the guest walks in on the wrong number of legs. I return to my place behind the front desk and welcome her in. She hobbles forward, using her long, pale limbs for awkward support. Her blank, rolling eyes fixed on nothing and everything as something red drools out of her puckering mouth. The lobby boy tries to take a step backward, so I push the check-in book toward the guest with one hand and grab his arm by the other. He pulls away from me. Never, ever has my lobby boy disobeyed. It had never occurred to him. It had never occurred to either of us. We are here in service of the hotel, and nothing can change that. I quickly turn my attention to the guest, and something dark flashes in a reflection in the ceiling.
But before she can even open her mouth, that thing... The thing raises one of its clubbed arms and... I've never seen anyone but the guests die. I don't know what I thought I was... What... My manager's head dents inward too far. But the thing keeps beating and beating and making that awful sound, and she's crumpled on the front desk. Most of her. The part of her that's still a solid shape. I don't know what I thought was inside of her, but she just looks like one of the guests now. Behind me, I know the walls of the hotel are still pulsing and bruised. My manager didn't seem to notice, but I did. I did. It's not supposed to look like that, I think. Not to me. Maybe to the guests, but to me, it only looks like... I knew underneath and behind and through everything was something awful and vast watching. But I could still look at the facade and know my place here. But before that thing walked through the doors, I knew it was coming. I knew from before the moment I arrived that something was wrong. That the pain I could feel was the wrong kind of pain. I'm not supposed to feel this. I'm not supposed to see the things I see. And my manager is supposed to be the monster that keeps me. But she is gone again. And that awful thing is consuming her. There is darkness here. Out of her office, out of the lobby doors, the darkness is following that thing. That thing she treated like a guest. I knew I could see both of them as they were, together. But now I can only hear them, eating and being eaten. The darkness has taken them too. I run before either of them can come for me. I can't do anything down here but run. I take an elevator up to get away. In the hotel, there's only death. Only ever death. But still, I run to the second floor, where the deaths don't matter so much. The floor with the guest rooms. The Hotel was created and produced by Veronica, California, and Mark Whitten. Starring Kelly Nienaltowski as the manager, Mark Whitten as the lobby boy, Graham Rowat as the owner, and Christa Lewis. Music by Lauren Picorni, West Rodri, and special guest composer Zach Tatom-Drake. And produced by Pacific Obadiah.